All right, everybody, welcome back. Hey, we've got a bonus mix match here, Morgan. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans.
Yeah,
and
we're in bonus hour.
excited to have that. And we have one of the belle of the balls here, and I'm talking Ben Newell over there. The Ben of the ball here just played outrageous earlier today.
It was very impressive, and if it's anything to go by, his mixed game is going to be absolutely on fire. The man can drive a ball from anywhere off either wings and seemingly keep it within an inch of the net at roughly light speed. So
Newell, of course, is the gentleman, the lefty with his hat on backwards. He's going to play with Leah Jansen, excuse me, and here we see earlier today the men's bracket, and there is Mr. Newell advancing to the final with Tyson McGuffin. He will play against his namesake, Ben Johns, and Jocelyn Devilliers tomorrow. That will be on Tennis Channel, one of the 3 finals we will have tomorrow. But what a nice match they played earlier, so entertaining. So
yeah, for me, that's a you pick 'em. I tell you, I mean, Johns and Devilliers, bigger names. However, what I saw from McGuffin and Newell there, and how well they were able to handle the pressure that came from Matt Wright and Colin Johns, that was impressive.
So we will see half of the men in that final in this match, as Jocelyn Devilliers will be playing with Lucy Kovalova, who herself has punched a Sunday ticket already in women's with Jessie Irvin. She will play against Anna Lee Waters and Callie Smith. So that's what's fun about this format, this round robin, the pool play, the new partners. And what's amazing, Morgan, is the level of play hasn't suffered in the least. I think as we talked about, it's been freeing for some people because you're used to playing a certain way, and now you need to do some different things. So here's that women's draw we talked about, Kovalova and Irvin against Anna Lee Waters and Callie Smith. That's going to be fireworks tomorrow. Don't miss that, folks.
Yeah, cannot wait for that. And this matchup coming up, ooh, I'm so glad we managed to squeak this one in before the break.
Yes.
Newell and Leah Jansen. They are going to bring so much heat. Leah Jansen has one of the best serves in the women's game, and I think she deliberately dials it up even another notch in mixed to allow her partner to really start teeing off. And Newell is the right man for the job, so we will see.
Let's play pickleball. There you see Jansen going for heat right out the gate, just a little too much heat, and it is Lucy Kovalova to serve, and Jocelyn couldn't be closer to her while she's serving there. Dude, give her a little space.
Yeah, Matt's watching.
Exactly. And the Ben Newell show is back in business as he reaches out to what Devilliers thought was an open, clear winner.
He's got an interesting third shot drop technique, really. He just stays quite tall, drops the paddle down, just sort of bunts it. Good control of the paddle speed, certainly.
And there's what we saw earlier in men's, just him firing away with that left-handed roll. It's interesting seeing Kovalova and Devilliers on the same side, both from Wichita, practice together all the time, but Kovalova is not available for mixed with her partner in life and in pickleball, Matt Wright.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm very curious how Devilliers is going to handle things being on the left and being in front of Newell, who has already proven himself to have such good hands.
Yeah, so where will the cross-court dink goes? Will the ladies dink straight ahead? Because that's what a lefty male sort of invites into a match like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And just to set up what you're looking at here, folks, we have 12 teams that were formed based on their play yesterday in pool play. The top male and the top female in each pool were paired up, as were 2, 3, and 4. Now we've built a bracket with 12 teams in it, and they will play all the way to the semifinals today, and we'll have the final tomorrow. We're going to play this match and then take a 2-hour break at its conclusion and finish the mixed draw on the PPA YouTube channel.
It's a bit of a hook shot from Newell there.
Yeah, we saw him, you know, I think he went 1 for 4 to start the men's match earlier, and then just was absolute fire after that.
Yeah, went 23 from 24.
Oh, and there's the fist up in the air from Lucy Kovalova, just known for all her paddle, but there's a lot of other tricks. Nice, rolling, clean winner.
That's a good spot for Leia. Just trying to keep the big man honest, keep him back, 1 extra ball.
And the value of that prior shot by Kovalova is it may keep Newell's forehand out of the cookie jar in the middle a little bit.
Fantastic counter from Leia Jansen, getting to the outside hip of Devilliers.
Devilliers coming strong forehand. He was going to try and go behind the back on that, but it was not an option.
And Kovalova doing another great job of keeping the lefty honest over there.
2-3-2.
So doesn't have it dialed in the way it did earlier, but we certainly saw that dial get precision locked.
It was up to 11. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Everybody firing away here.
3-2-2.
And Newell was just sort of floating all over the court there, trying to anticipate where the ball was going.
Devilliers, nice work, not going straight down the line, trying to hedge his, gamble against the Newell reflexes. Instead, electing to go cross-court towards Jansen.
And hands battles are being won by Devilliers here. That is great news for their team.
A little too aggressive on such a low ball.
But a good start here, and Newell certainly in doubles fought himself out of some big holes, as did Jansen and Dazan in a classic battle earlier today. So that cross-court attack is catching Devilliers overcommitting to the forehand.
Yeah, he's launched a couple of great ones towards her, so she's returning fire beautifully. And Newell getting away with some incredibly aggressive play in transition. If it works, keep doing it.
Hey, why not? Probably going long, but we'll never know. And this is what the men's match looked like here, and now he's starting to feel it.
5-6-1.
Yes, well,
That's the feeling it looks like.
Yep, he's still feeling out process, trying to remind himself what the dimensions of the court actually are. Still 44.
44 by 20, you know, not 64. Oh dear. Okay. Perhaps both of them had the same diagram there.
Yeah, yeah, just a misunderstanding. Length and width.
Oh, the dreaded HTP. He went for the ATP around the post and unfortunately hit the post. Oh no.
Oh, skating around on that right side.
Was he ever? And fake Ernie's all over the
Yeah.
board here, and
Slip sliding away.
unfortunately not able to finish was Lucy Kovalova.
So Jansen serving at 6-6. So far, I've seen both sides struggle a little bit with the returns of serve. A
Yeah.
lot of things landing in sort of mid-court, the first half of the court.
Yeah, not a lot on it either. It's not like it's a big cut that it's a hard ball to get after.
Yeah, he didn't need to go that far.
No, the first two were lovely, and then ambition.
Yeah, no matter which Tarzan you are, if you don't see a vine, yeah, don't leap.
No, plus Jane's freaking good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jane's got this covered. Lovely ball.
That's just filth from Leah Jansen. Keeps rolling it in a perfect spot.
Yeah, she's anticipating exactly how far Devilliers can get forward and finding those spots. Ooh.
Oh, no. Jansen, if she stays engaged, but guess what she saw? A pink flash to her right from the Newell lefty.
Yes, looks to have recently visited Hawaii and has come back with a souvenir.
And the wind is definitely starting to swirl around a bit here. We're kind of down in a canyon.
That combined with the temperatures nearing 100 degrees out here, 95 the last time I checked.
Whoa. So Newell left a mark on Colin Johns earlier. Lucy Kovalova got out of the way of that one.
6-7-2.
So what's happening on these returns is Newell's taking them, but Jansen is not progressing forward. She's stepping to the ball. She's got to let Ben get it and then make herself more menacing. It didn't hurt, don't worry, says Leah Jansen.
She's a tough cookie,
Yes,
no doubt about
she's
it.
not going to give him any pleasure.
Not that he would take pleasure in that.
No.
He's a nice guy.
Very nice guy. Oh, she wanted that. Ben Newell just,
Hand. Oh, such quick hands. Oh,
I mean, just so
yeah.
not tons of crazy movement. Just
No.
keep it out front.
Yeah, reminiscent of AJ Kohler a lot. Just sort of standing up, very steady,
Right.
very quick. You know, relaxed shoulder, but firm hand.
9-6-2.
Yeah, because the rest of his game is very chaotic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that the one part of the game where he really needs to be very solid is indeed that.
So, we will have Kovalova serving for game number 1. Timeout called by Jansen and Newell. And again, I think you see the duo from Wichita, Kovalova and Devilliers, just trying to work through the firepower of Newell. We'll see if they can finish it when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans, and we come back into a game point for Kovalova and Devilliers.
Kovalova had a great look at that one after a beautiful drop from Devilliers cross court.
6-10, 1.
Good communication from Devilliers and Kovalova there.
6-10, 2.
Nice job by the flying Frenchman. Ernie's that ball.
Yeah. For my money, I'd like to see Newell now allow Leah Jansen to start taking more of those third balls. She's got an incredibly good dipping cross-court or down-the-line drop. And that will give him the chance to disconnect early and come and be the baker, so to speak. Jansen could drive the ball as well, up to her, but...
be the shaker.
Yeah.
Third try at game one here.
Again, hand speed, just proving to be up to the task. Devilliers has some good creative attacks, but he is there, ready and waiting a lot of the time.
And that's the difference. That first volley just wasn't good enough from Devilliers, and now Newell and Jansen are way ahead in the point.
7-10, 1.
So they've saved match points, and now they have the ball back. Oh, and there's the value of a 6'3" frame, just crushes that overhead.
Yeah, they should be checking that ball for cracks. Or just using a different one.
Beautiful point all around.
7-10, 2.
Another chance to get that lead down. That's the volley. He's got a stick on the drive. Perfectly done.
10-7, 1.
Yeah, lots of whip on that left hand, forehand. Reminds me a lot of Tyler Long, just disconnecting the shoulder so easily, getting nice and loose.
That just lets it flow, man. Just lets it flow. And the serve is deep. Okay, so multiple game points have not been finished.
7-10, 1.
Aye. Come on. There's a limit.
So Morgan Evans with the just, come on, man.
I mean, yeah. Help me help you. Oh.
So a couple of rough points from Newell and Jansen there. Very ambitious. Let's see if they can finish it here. And the answer is indeed they can. So it is Devilliers and Kovalova getting to 10, hanging out there for a bit, checking out, putting their toe in the water, and then able to finish this off. So they're looking good. Newell and Jansen need to come up with a new strategy, a little more solid, and we'll be right back to see if they have that in game number 2. All right, folks, welcome back. We are at the Selkirk Labs Showdown, powered by Invited here at Braemar Country Club. We've got some repair on the court, sort of like when a pane of glass breaks at an NHL game. We got to have the crew come out. We've got our backdrop. Just the wind just kicked up a little bit, so we're getting that fixed. So let's look at the mixed doubles bracket. So the match that we have on screen is the 7 seed Kovalova and Devilliers playing the 10 seed Jansen and Newell. The winner of that will get Colin Johns and Anna Lee Waters. So let's sort of walk through this. And again, these pairings were made yesterday based on performance in pool play. So this isn't off of rankings from something else. This is how things worked out yesterday. So Lee Waters and Tyson McGuffin, the 1 seed, they will play the winner of Megan Dazan, Pat Smith versus Callie Smith and Matt Wright.
I tell you, Callie Smith and Matt Wright, if that's not an odd number next to their name, I don't know what is. That would appear to be a very good-looking dark horse team.
Yes.
To be able to, hey, who knows, potentially take down Lee Waters and Tyson McGuffin.
So in their pool, they both finished third, and the way it lined up is they both fell. Not 1, not 2, but 3 in their pool, and then boom, there they are. So the seed may not resemble the talent, but that's where we're at. And Newell comes out with a big serve to start. So we're back in playing here in game number 2. A lot of mixed doubles left to play, as you saw on that 12-team bracket. Yeah, don't stick your backhand in if your partner's forehand is there and ready.
Nice serve. And I'm not 1,000,000% sure that ball was staying in, but Kovalova decided to have a go at it anyway. All's well that ends well.
It's in the easy strike zone.
One might say that was in her easy strike zone as well.
One would agree with you. Had it. Just absolutely had it. Showed his athleticism and footwork, but then didn't commit to getting on top of that.
Moves so well for a guy his size.
And another serve creates an error.
Well, he has a high-risk, high-reward game in every facet, I think.
Yes, so, you know, his budget is different than others, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's another misreturn from Kovalova as that serve from Jansen just hits the line. So 3 of the 4 are Kovalova return errors.
Ooh.
I think his brain said, kill it, hit it hard again, do it, do it.
If hard didn't work, why don't we just try harder?
Yes.
That should get it done.
Okay, so Jansen and Devilliers continue to have their cross-court attack battle going on there. Devilliers wins that one.
Yeah, Jansen does have a tell on her forehand attacks off the bounce. Whenever she tilts that upper body quite heavily and really drops that right shoulder, it's a bit of an indicator.
Oh boy, and the missed returns are, you do not have to give the same that you receive. That is not in the rule book anywhere.
No, not that I read.
And the 4-0 lead is gone.
Blink of an eye, a good timeout, and suddenly it's an even ball game. The pressure is released from your opponents and is suddenly put on you because you remember the time not long ago that you had a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and it just hurts. And there's another missed return. There's a little breeze at their back, and Leah was going to walk to their seating area before even tapping paddles when Newell stopped on her way there. The timeout had been called long before that. So Kovalova and Devilliers are smoking here after being down 4-zip. 3 missed returns from Kovalova, which you may not see the rest of the year in a single game. And yet you do not have a lead to show for that. So that can be difficult. So Leah Jansen, a great strategist, loves to use her timeouts, uses one here, and they're going to regroup, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back 5 straight for Kovalova and Devilliers. Already have game 1 in their pockets, 11-7. And the correct score is 5-4 here.
A little bit of fire from Newell.
Played with a lot of fire in men's and fed off the energy of his partner McGuffin. Huh, what do you know? Timeout worked.
Very rarely seen.
Don't take them home. You play pickleball at any level, even in a little local tournament, use them.
Oh.
So the Showdown maneuver with the
Just
foot stomp
the
fake.
foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Devilliers like, this is my beautiful face. Don't be doing that to my beautiful face. Come on now.
He's only got one.
Don't be doing that. Oh, and that serve goes deep. So
And
some shenanigans may have been in Leah Jansen's head there. Wow, was Devilliers in uncomfortable position several times and pulled that off.
he managed to use that continental grip to good use on that occasion. Ooh.
And returns are just exploding off paddles here. Oh dear, and so are third shot drives. All right, again, did we discuss the diagram in the
No, I guess we didn't send them an email
Okay,
regarding.
well, we need to be texting or actually walking out on the court that's 2 feet from us and telling them. That's,
Ooh,
now
lovely.
see, before he went down the line and didn't get the roll where he wanted, that was perfect pace. Newell was looking for a lot more on that one. 8 in a row for Kovalova and Devilliers.
All right, so they'll have a chance to get back in this game. 4 points the deficit.
And just to be clear, unlike many pickleball tournaments, this is a single elimination. There's no back draw. But that ball might have been deep.
Mm.
Yeah, we have a good eye on that one. I think it was all gray there, but tough to tell.
Yeah, both players in motion. And another serve.
And paddles
Yeah.
are being stared at with disdain right now.
Yeah, burning a hole through that one with their eyes. And that's sort of a Superman kind of stare.
That's a good ball by Jansen right there.
Bit of a lull in the general level at this point. I think the Selkirk lab sign when that hit the deck, the breeze was kicking up, and that just disrupts some of the play.
Oh, and now speaking of it, Devilliers bashes into it, but it withstands the Frenchman.
Very few banners can, really,
Yes.
but held up to it.
Yeah, and we are 3 levels down from where we were 10 minutes ago. So let's see if they can jump back in here. Again, the format creates some people playing more than others. And then your comfort on the court matters significantly to be able to play at your best.
Yep. Well, at least we did see a third shot drop there that looked like it was going to land in the kitchen. So it's a step in the right direction.
And then a falling away third that had 0 chance from Devilliers there. Oh, faked the ATP. And Newell had again committed to where Jansen was, and Jansen handled her side, but Devilliers very patient and just fires away there. So they're up 9-4. Timeout called again by Newell and Jansen.
Yeah, that'll be their last time out. So
they're going to have to really dig deep here as the deficit is 5 and their opponents are but 2 points from moving on in the mixed. All right, we are back. Jansen and Newell have emptied the timeouts, which kudos to them for doing everything that they have. Devilliers with some leaves trickling around them.
Yeah, almost like a golden Christmas there.
Okay, so they get it back. Can Newell and Jansen find it?
Well, whatever it is, it hasn't been found yet.
Yeah, do you know where it is located? We need one of those guys with the metal detectors from the beach to get out here and look for it for us.
And that deflected lob lands long, so once again, Devilliers will have a chance to inch closer to the next round.
Great job by Newell. Winner of this match will play Anna Lee Waters and Colin Johns in a quarterfinal. That'll be a dandy, whoever gets out of this one.
So, match point is afoot
Yes.
on the paddle of Lucy Kovalova, serving to Ben Newell.
And that just stays in. I'm not even sure that was in, but it was hit so hard they couldn't tell, so it probably skidded in. You can see the wind is in the face of Kovalova and Devilliers. Wow. I admit I usually say wow when good things happen, but that was a
different wow, the other wow.
I spelled wow the other way.
Yeah, you know, it's true.
Started with the last letter. Here
One
comes
of
trouble.
my favorite palindromes.
I like race car.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Yeah. Well played. That's why you make the big bucks, Dave. I'm with a 3-letter one. At best, I've got level.
And the level has shrunk here on the pickleball court.
Yes, the level of wow.
Yeah, so let's finish strong here. Another chance to finish this off.
Oh.
Just couldn't get there as the umbrella got in the way of Kovalova there, and that ball's gone. So this ball could be the one that gets to be the winner. Again,
That was a mishit overhead.
A slider off the baseline, and the chaos of this match continues.
Can someone make it look pretty? Let's have a look.
I'm going to go with no.
No, not yet. But if we could just get a beautiful left-handed drive into an open court, that'll do it for me.
How about a huge?
And that ball was long. I believe they...
No, I think they're saying that was in too. All these overheads are being just smashed a millimeter.
Oh,
it seemed out. Okay,
well,
here we go. And that will do it. So after a highly spirited first game and a half, maybe the heat, maybe the pressure, whatever it was, Kovalova and Devilliers don't care. They're the winners, so they're moving on. They're going to have their hands full later in the day with Anna Lee Waters and Colin Johns. That's going to be a great match, and we will start the rest of the bracket a little later today. In fact, 2 hours later today. So we'll be back a little bit later. Ben Newell playing well, but will not carry on here in the mixed draw.
Welcome back, everyone, one last time to our mixed doubles winners here. Jay Devilliers, Lucy Kovalova. Guys, that was a blazing hot match. You guys played really, really well. You were able to come through that into what was working so well.
Yeah, well, Lucy and I had a strategy and we stick to it, and I think like it was a matter of executing. Conditions were not easy, pretty windy as well, so very pleased. First time playing a tournament with Lucy, so very pleased to win with her, and yeah, excited.
Well, absolutely. Lucy and Jay, you both live in Wichita, so you have the chance to train once in a while with each other, I think, I would imagine. Does that give you a leg up on your partnership together, since some of these other teams that are out here, they've never played before?
So, to tell you a fun fact, every time when we play in practice, which is like once a year probably, we play terrible together. Like, we are so mismatched in practice, and we don't know who's taking which balls. But I think, because when you practice, you have your half court to cover. Once you step on the court and play competitive, and just like Jocelyn, you take as much court as you want, and there's a backup. So it's a little different to play practice versus play competitive match.
Well, I want to ask you guys about strategy, because when you have a set partner, you usually have strategies you use against specific teams. Are you finding yourself having to share those secrets with Lucy now on the court?
Yeah, we share a lot of secrets. I felt the communication was a key between us. No, not really. No, I think you know, I heard what she had to say, and I think she heard what I had to say, and then from there we built our game plan. That's it.
Well, congratulations, guys. We'll see you later on today, where we're going to play out the rest of the mixed finals.